Hello, Rosie here to you, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. Yesterday, we did something that I completely forgot about because, yeah, I'm kind of jumping around timelines and things like that when recording these videos, so I can't always remember exactly off the top of my head what happened in the previous episode. But in today's video, we'll be donating the last of the things we'll need to Blathers to open up the museum. So this is going to be a little bit more on the light side of the content in this video. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. We're going to do that, and we're going to demonstrate something pretty interesting. So, if we can already do this, right? Yeah, we can do this. If we were to bury some money into the hole, something interesting is going to be coming up in a couple of days after that. So that's going to be pretty interesting indeed. We'll definitely want to keep that in mind for later. But basically, we're going to be focusing on getting the last of the fossils and bugs and stuff that we'll need to open up the museum. There's not much else that's going on today, so yeah, it's going to be a pretty fun time. And yay, that means I don't have to do a whole lot of editing in this video, which means I can actually somewhat get these going on a consistent basis. Oh, hey there. I wasn't expecting you. Ghost! I can't believe it. I mean, I did suspect it, but to think ghosts are really, really real? A human? A real-life human? I've been on this island for a long time, but I've never seen a human. Oh, you just moved here. Oh, okay. Well, that explains everything. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wisp. Nice to meet you. Well, just be honest with you. I love the darkness, especially nighttime, but I'm afraid of ghosts. Whew, this little run with you has me all shaken up. Just scared some pieces of my spirit right out of me. Look like they flew off when they bumped into each other. There's no way I can stay like this. What a pickle. I'm sorry to ask you this, but could you maybe collect the pieces of my spirit that flew away? Otherwise, I'll be like this forever, and I cannot deal with that. Please help. I promise there will be something good in it for you. Let's see here. There are 5 pieces of my spirit in all. You should be able to find them floating around the island. You'll need a net to catch them. I'm counting on you. Thank you. Wisp is another one of my more personal favorite Animal Crossing characters. It's pretty interesting though, because back in New Leaf, I don't think Wisp was in the base game for the longest time. I don't think it was until the Welcome Amiibo update that they added Wisp into the game. Because back in that game, basically what Wisp would do was that you can scan an Amiibo and Wisp would turn into one of the characters. It's really interesting because this wasn't really documented that well at all in Animal Crossing. You are going away. Well, that's unfortunate. So, the interesting thing about Wisp was that doing this would actually allow you to get perfect friend pictures of characters you wouldn't really be able to do that with otherwise, because you'd be able to do stuff like that for characters like Tortimore of all things. Which there's one time where James and I were playing Animal Crossing New Leaf together, and he was looking through my house and he was wondering where I got the picture of Tortimore from. So that's pretty interesting. This game does have amiibo support, it's just that we're not going to be able to see what it actually does for a little while. So that's going to be something we'll be focusing on for quite a long time. And speaking of stuff that we'll be focusing on, where are these stupid spirits? There's our first one. I caught a wisp of spirit piece. It's kind of cold. Oh, there's another one. I always get nervous about doing this early in the game because I always get worried that it's going to be located on one of the cliffs that we can't reach yet. I think we should be able to get them all. Thankfully, the game isn't that big of a jerk, but still, it's always like that one irrational worry that I have. Ow! Oh no, now I have rational worries again. Well, at least we got a fossil. So here's something that I think about every now and then. You know how cars are kind of powered by fossil fuels and stuff? At least most of them are, that aren't electric and stuff. So you have fossil fuel cars and stuff. What if dinosaurs had cars as well? We just don't know about it because by the time humans came around, like all traces of dinosaur civilizations would have been completely destroyed and stuff. So if dinosaurs had cars, what fossil fuels would they have used? Or would a dinosaur, like, because dinosaurs were around for like millions of years and things like that, so is it entirely possible that there was a dinosaur using fossil fuels from other dinosaurs? That's kind of a morbid thought, but it's just something that I was thinking about on my way to work the other day. I always love how Tom Nook and the Nooklings, like, are cheering you on as you craft stuff. It's such a cute, wholesome detail. Also, one of my favorite things about the characters in Animal Crossing, when they clap, their hands don't actually touch. I don't know what it is, I just always loved that. And what I also really love is in Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, one of my favorite things in that entire game was just letting the characters clap endlessly. Because if you didn't do anything, you didn't push any of the buttons or anything like that, they would just be clapping forever. And I don't know why, but that was just always really amusing whenever I'd play through that game. I know Amiibo Festival wasn't a very popular game, and I could totally see why. I don't care what anyone says. I liked that game. It was cute, it was wholesome, and things like that. And my family and I always had a really fun time whenever we played through it. We spent like the entire year when it first came out just playing it at least once a month to see all the boards and stuff. Because it was technically all the same board, it's just that there would be differences throughout the year. And it was really cool because there'd be like more festival stuff in December. Probably one of the more interesting ones was in October because the way they handled trick-or-treating in the Amiibo Festival was actually really, really cool. Alright, the last two are going to be located over here. We got a spirit! Yay! This game was Super Smash Bros. Ultimate foreshadowing all along! I got a Wisp spirit piece. Yeah, that's the last one. Let's go return them to Wisp. Actually, that wouldn't be foreshadowing at all because this game came out 2 years after Smash Bros. So I don't know what I was saying. Alrighty then, so now we'll be heading back over in this direction and we're returning them all to Wisp.
You did it! You found all the pieces of my spirit! Come on, hand them over, Fairy!
Nah.
What? Oh, stop kidding around. If you're ever kidding around, right? You do realize they belong to me?
Not gonna return them.
Well, please, I need them!
Not gonna return them.
I don't understand. What possible use could you have of my spirit?
Not gonna return them.
But I need my spirit pieces! Please give them back!
Not gonna return them.
Listen, you need to give those to me.
That is a disturbing expression to have for what you're saying. Not gonna return them. Okay, he's gonna keep saying the same thing. But just something about this is, this game is usually wholesome, but this is kind of disturbing.
Perfect! That's all the pieces! Ta-da! Ah, back to normal! Well, thank goodness! And thank you! I feel wonderful! Oh, right. I need to give the reward I promised. What's it gonna be? Well, who doesn't love furniture? I can get you something you don't have yet, or I can get you something expensive. So what's it gonna be?
Both of these are a pretty good option for us at the moment because we really don't have a whole lot of stuff. But if we get something expensive, that might be beneficial as well. So, my current mindset is that if we see Wisp again later down the road, we'll have a lot more furniture by then, and it'll be more interesting to try to get new things then. So let's go for something expensive right now.
Okay, got it. So looking for something a little on the expensive side? Not that great at judging the value of items, so I'm not totally sure if this item's worth a lot, but You have a resin end table. I'll put this item in your pocket, okay? Let me just say, I hope our paths cross again sometime. Until then, farewell!
I love Wisp. I love most of the Animal Crossing characters. We haven't seen my favorite one yet, but man, like I'm really excited for this. Because like, you know, it's funny because I say this all the time, but I've legit wanted to make an Animal Crossing Let's Play for a long time. What can we swap out? Why didn't I put that away yet? Why am I such an idiot? Box on a stick? Okay. Yeah, okay, I was gonna bury the coconut, but I guess we're not gonna do that. Okay, let's go over this way and talk to Blathers. Probably is a better idea to wait to do the coconut thing, because I don't think they grow that well in the regular dirt anyway. I think they have to be on the beach for that to work. Good evening, Gator. Thank you for visiting. Please let me know if you have the items to donate or need assistance. I'm here to help. Who? Now we're basically going to be fast forwarding through most of what Blathers going to be saying. We have a lot of fossils. Oh my goodness gracious on a stick. Let me see. Hoo-hoo. This is most absurdly a Diplo skull. A splendid specimen in superb condition. Indeed, we'd be one step closer to opening a museum with a Diplo skull like this. Would you like to donate this relic of the past to further our museum's future? Hoots, how wonderful. I'll add this to our collection with the utmost haste. I never thought I'd lay eyes upon such a well-preserved Diplo skull. Dear me, might I give a short presentation on the topic? I am quite knowledgeable, you know. Wonderful. 'Tis fascinating stuff, I assure you. Now, where to begin? Good old Diplodocus. What would we do without you? This stout fellow embodied all of the best in dinosaurs. Those sturdy legs, a magnificent tail, and above all, that extraordinary neck. Blathers really would be this person who would say extraordinary rather than extraordinary. Did you know that its center of gravity was such that sitting up on its hind legs was pretty easy? What's more, paired with a long neck, this ability greatly increased its reach for eating plants. Best of all, Diplodocus probably grew its entire life having no adult size. Would that we were all so gifted. And that's what I have to say about that. Anyhoot, I will gladly accept your generous donation. I only hope we can find the remains of this fossil and display it in its fully assembled form. Many thanks to you, and best of luck. So as we continue through this, I'd like to tell a bit of a story about dinosaurs. So, let's go back out of this real quick. I want to do the rest of the fossils. So, I know I talk about this a lot, and we're probably going to continuously mention this throughout the rest of the channel's history, or at least as far as I'm working for Disney and things like that. But, so one of my friends at Galaxy's Edge, she's moved on to be working at Dinosaur at Animal Kingdom now. And one of my favorite things about going to the Disney parks is seeing my friends and things like that. Especially if I don't know that they're working that day, and just like randomly see them, they'll say hi and things like that. It's really fun. So yeah, are we able to do anything? I wasn't paying attention to the dialogue. All right, so some of these are repeats. Basically, if there's a repeat, the Blathers won't be able to take it, so the repeats and stuff like that will be able to sell, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, with the dinosaur, that's like one of my favorite rides in Animal Kingdom. So, it's one of the most fun things in the world, seeing my friend over there and things like that. She's like honestly one of the coolest people that I've ever seen in my entire life, so that's pretty fun. One of the fun things is that when we first met, we'd quote like Diary of a Kid back and forth and things like that. So like her catchphrase for the longest time was saying Zooey Mama to everything, and it was pretty good. So another really fun thing was that she had a birthday party months ago where it was basically like one big prom, and that was really cool because like a bit of a random fun fact, I never actually gone to a prom. Like I did go to school dances and things like that. I went to one homecoming and one winter formal thing. I kind of didn't like either of them. I'm not like a club person or someone who goes to dances and things like that. But the prom birthday party thing was really fun because like a lot of really cool people were there, a lot of friends I hadn't seen in a while, and we also like started playing Mario Kart and Smash Brothers at one point, which was really cool. So yeah, that was like one of the coolest nights that I'd been to in a while. Something really cool on the topic of birthdays. Now I know I said that we'd be fast forwarding over most of the donations and things like that, but that story got me thinking about other things. So there is also like my birthday, and I didn't really invite anybody to like a party or anything like that. I mostly just wanted to spend the day by myself because like my biggest goal was to try to go to every park on my birthday. So I was able to do that. It was really cool. I went to most of my favorite rides and things like that. The the downside was that I didn't go on Rock and Roller Coaster. It was down most of the day, and by the time that I got to Hollywood Studios, it was between that or going to Olga's Cantina. So I decided to go to Olga's Cantina because my friends were also going there. Because they were originally going to go because we had like a mutual friend in the group whose last day was that day. So we went over there, and I'm really glad that I did because they surprised me with a cupcake and like a cute little lightsaber keychain. It was really cute. I posted this video on Instagram. I don't know if I'll have it in the video or anything like that, but that was a lot of fun. And we also like also did like a lot of really cool things too. Where there's one point where we start playing Duck Duck Goose in the middle of the cantina. Um, that was very fun because we were like one of the last people in the cantina that night. So after everything else had cleared, we'd start playing Duck Duck Goose, and it was one of my favorite. It was like one of my favorite things in the entire world. Museum construction is about to begin, thus I cannot accept new donations at this time. However, if requests for fossil appraisals are still welcome. I won't be here tomorrow due to the construction, so if you have fossils for me to assess, come by today. So at this point in the game, when most people are playing through, one thing that a lot of people start doing is like start to set aside the bugs and fish that they catch, because this is what happens if you place one on the ground and things like that. So if you place the item, it like makes a little tank and things like that. So when you see people start playing through the game and as the museums are being built, you're probably going to end up seeing like a bunch of bugs and fish just sitting around everywhere. These flowers are bloomed now. Oh, that's pretty nice. Yay! So that's pretty cool. And something else that's really cool, and I can't believe we didn't talk about this yet, it is snowing. It is snowing right now, and I'm super happy about that because snow, it's probably like one of my favorite things in the entire world. Oh no! No, we lost the streak for that! Alright, well, a bit of fourth wall breaking, I guess. I have to do time travel for this Let's Play to work, and the system clock was set a few hours ahead this morning, and then when I got home to record the rest of this footage, it was already the next day, and I had to come back for some more footage for this video. Which means that we would travel back in time, and that resets the streak for Nook Miles and things like that. It's not a very pleasant experience at all. But that's going to be it for this episode of Animal Crossing New Horizons. Tomorrow, we're going to just have a nice chill day on Batu as we wait for the museum to finish. Now normally we would finish the day in our house, like resting in bed. But this side is absolutely gorgeous. Seeing the snow coming down. It's not quite enough to stick to the ground yet, but that combined with the sound of the ocean crashing on shore and just the beautiful nighttime sky in general, this is easily one of my favorite sights in the entire game. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until next time, Lady Gator to you. Oh yeah.